Hey everyone, it's Michelle from Nannies on Call, and every week we're coming to you with new videos to educate and inspire you to be the best nanny you can be. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, the first video of January, we did a video on how to stand out when applying for a nanny when applying for a nanny job, and we went over real emails that I'd received introducing themselves, nannies introducing themselves as me and trying to apply for positions that we had at Nannies on Call. So I thought now we would do some actual resumes that have come in and what I think and review them to see if we can help you create the perfect resume. So again, like I've said in the past, I am not here to shame anyone. I truly am here to educate and help you be the best that you can be. These are examples of nanny resumes that have come in. At Nannies on Call, we get back to every single person who emails us. So I always make sure and tell them any feedback I have, if they don't have resume on their experience, whatever the situation is. So really, I'm just here to help. These, of course, are my opinions on what a resume should look like. Depending on where you live in the world, it might be a little bit different on how you lay things out, but this is how we do things here in Canada and what we like to see at Nannies on Call when nannies are applying. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so resume number one. This is a resume that was sent to me and is actually a handwritten resume. I don't even know what to say about that. So obviously she didn't have access to a computer and she didn't have access to, or didn't know how to do it. A couple of things. I know that not everyone's in a situation where they're lucky enough to have a computer at home. Unfortunately, these days, there are lots of resources to help you. So if you don't have a computer, you can access them at a lot of community centers or libraries. There's a lot of online help. If you do have a phone, again, she was able to email me, so she does have a phone. You can research free resources that will actually help you do up your free resources that will help you do up your resume in your city. So just do a bit of Google searching, make a bit of effort. The other thing I would say about this resume specifically is that it's not even on line paper or in line or neatly written or anything. It just shows that there's no care there. So obviously this is just not someone we're interested in interviewing. You need to put at least a little bit of care into your resume and effort and show us that you're interested in working as a nanny and raising children. Let's get started on resume number two. So here's the first page of her resume. You can see she's had several different jobs, working in a liquor store and a floor supervisor. And, you know, I can see at the top, she's behavioral interventionist working one-on-one with children and adults with autism. So there is a little bit there, I would say. But then if we go to the second page of her resume, you can see that she's worked at a swim club. She's worked at parks and recreation. She's been a babysitter. So really, anything related to childcare should go at the top of your resume, not buried down on the second page. So having the other jobs you've had is fine. Just put them under other experience and put them down lower. So this resume could be reorganized so that I didn't have to dig so far and read so many jobs that have nothing to do with childcare. You really want to highlight your experience in the field. So babysitting, lifeguarding, coaching, tutoring, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be specifically childcare related. I think this nanny specifically was applying for a job where they wanted kind of like a big sister type nanny. And so someone like this would be perfect for that. Just a little reorganization of the resume, which we probably helped her do after she applied with us. Okay, number three. So no experience at all on the resume. Why bother? Really, I don't know in what other industry you can send your resume in and they're going to accept it and you're going to think you're going to get an interview with zero experience on there. So it's really a waste of my time and it's a waste of your time because you're not going to get in for an interview with a resume like this if you're applying for a nanny position. And it's a shame because it's a waste. And the reality is there's many people, again, because we email back and say, I don't see any childcare experience on your resume. They email back and say, oh, sorry, I do have experience. I just didn't put it on there. It's a document on your computer. Like, it's easy to change. I don't understand why you can't spend the 2 minutes it takes to update your resume and send it out. Each time you apply for a job, you should be editing and adapting your resume to suit that job posting. Okay? And if you can't be bothered and you're just shooting off resumes, stop. It's just a waste of your time. It's not even, I know it only takes 2 seconds to send a resume off, but it also only takes 2 seconds to delete a resume. It takes less than that. It takes a split second to delete your resume. So don't bother sending it if you're not going to edit it for the job posting. Okay, next one. Work experience. Okay, this one's good. She does have some childcare experience on her resume, but they're backwards, okay? So she has her most experience last and her older experience first. So it shouldn't go backwards. I don't want to scroll down through your resume. Resumes, your most recent experience goes first. That's just the way it goes. In this case, it's a good resume. I'm sure we contacted her for an interview, but just making sure it goes in chronological order, tough word, from most recent to longest since you've had that job. Okay, next one, unrelated objective. This one drives me insane because, again, this is so simple to change. You're sending off your resume. Why have an objective that doesn't match the job you're applying for? So in this case, in this example, I have seeking a position where I can perform administrative, secretarial, and receptionist support in a confidential, sensitive, and professional manner. What? You're applying for a nanny position. That has nothing to do with it. So if you are not going to take the time to edit your resume for the job posting, your resume is going to be deleted. I can guarantee you. So again, a nanny's on call, we get back to everyone, but not everyone's like that. So if you're sitting at home wondering, I sent 20 resumes out and I didn't get a single response, you might want to look at what you're doing that's turning people off of calling you for the interview. Okay? This one drives me crazy. I see it every day, like dozens of times a day. This is a common mistake that happens when attaching your resume. And I think this is the last one, naming your resume. So in this case, it says the nanny's name, resume 2019. By the way, it's 2021, just so we're all clear. And it says resume 2019 construction. Again, this is not a construction job, and this isn't 30 years ago where you hand typed every resume and hand delivered it to the position you were interested in. When I first started looking for jobs, I literally went around to every place I wanted to work and handed them a typed up resume. It's not that time anymore. This change would take less than 5 seconds. Even if you didn't change your resume, this change would take less than 5 seconds. And it's the first thing that I see. So there's no reason not to change this, okay? So those are, I believe, 5 of the top mistakes nannies make when sending in their resume. Obviously, the handwritten one is the most serious one. Not changing a resume to fit the job is a big one. So the objective, the name of your resume, those things are really important. Changing your resume so that your childcare experience is at the top, no matter what it is, nanny experience, daycare experience, tutoring, coaching, whatever it is, put your strongest foot forward and put your childcare at the top, okay? Don't handwrite resumes. There's just, in this day and age, there's no excuse for it. If you need help, ask for help. Okay, we are here to help, and there are other people here to help if you do not have a computer and you do not have access to type it up, or you don't know how to type it up. And lastly, I'm going to put a link to how to do a resume. We have a template for you, so if you want to see exactly how to lay it out, how to be super clear, super concise, The template will be below. We have another, we have a couple other videos, one on 5 things to leave off your nanny resume, and the other one is how to do your nanny resume properly. So if you want to get a full series, there it is. I just want to say thank you and thanks for watching. Hopefully that's helpful to you. I'm trying to use real examples that come in constantly. I get resumes like this a dozen times a day. These are not unusual cases. This is the norm of what I am seeing. Because I run a nanny agency, I see hundreds instead of dozens of resumes a week, and this is the norm. So if you want to stand out, get in for an interview, and make that high wage, that high profile client wage, then you want to do all of these things to make sure you're the best nanny you can be. Okay, I think that's all. I end up rambling on. I apologize. I just want the best for you, and I want you to present yourself in the best light possible. So hopefully that comes through. We will see you next week for another video, and let us know in the comments if there's anything you'd like to see and anything we can help clarify. Have a good day. Bye.